Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, all series videos. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video I'll be updating you on twist of fate. It is hot, I must tell you. Guess what? Rhea is asked to do a fresh DNA test in a new hospital, but what happened will shock you as doctor found out that Rhea is not pregnant. Doctor threatens to tell the whole family. It is hot, I must tell you. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the like button. It will help this video a lot. Let's go.
The episode starts with Prachi asking Rhea what was the need to climb on the ladder and asks him to change his habit as she will not be around him now to save him. She says, "My makeup is ruined." She goes and cries thinking about Rhia's words. Shahana comes behind Prachi. Prachi asks God why he gave so much love in her heart for him. Why did he show the dreams when it couldn't be fulfilled? When he wanted to give so much pain, then why he showed happiness? She says, "I was away from my papa, but when I met him, he went away from me." She says, "I didn't like Rhea in college, and when I loved him, you separated us." She says she is worried for her child's destiny and says, "You did wrong with my child." She cries. Shahana comes near her. Prachi hugs her and says, "It seems my breath is running, but my heart has stopped beating. And there is nothing in my hands, not my destiny, time and love." She says, "I wish for a normal and good life, but there is nothing in front of me, and there is just darkness." Shahana asks her to have trust and says everything will be fine. Prachi says, "Even God is not with me." She says, "We were thinking until yesterday that we will stop this marriage, but it will happen." Shahana says, "Once Rhea goes for the DNA test, then I will make you get up from Mandap." She says this wouldn't have happened if you had told Rhea's truth to everyone. Prachi tells about her mother's teachings and tells that she thinks about Mihika and can't tell anyone about Rhea. Dida comes there and asks what's the truth. Shahana says honeymoon. Prachi doesn't want to go. Dida says, "I thought Prachi wants to marry Rhea." Prachi says it will happen when Rhea wants, and says if he had told once, then I would have said that I would not marry someone else. Dida says everyone knows why this marriage is happening and asks why you are bringing these things in mind, and asks her to do it as having bitter medicine. She says all guests are gossiping that bride ran suddenly. Rhea thinks of Prachi's words. Rhea tells Aliyah that she is very tensed and is sweating. Aliyah says, "Even I am tensed, but don't panic that people see it." Rhea says how to show that tension is not on my face. Aliyah sends her to look at her. Dida and Shahana bring Prachi out. Sid asks Rhea to attend his marriage with Prachi and says you will get the excuse that you didn't get the DNA test done as you are attending the marriage. Rhea calls Rhea and asks her to come with him. Rhea asks where. Rhea asks her if she is coming or not. Rhea asks them to make sure that the marriage will not stop. Rhea takes her away from there. Pandit G asks Sid and Prachi to cover their heads as Mahurat's car changed. Aliyah covers their faces. Aryan comes to the washroom to clean the stain from his Shivani. Millie comes out from the washroom and tells Aryan that she had gone there. She then gives him compliment. She then says, "My answer is yes." He asks for what? Millie says, "You had proposed me 1 year back." Aryan says, "I was drunk that night." Millie is about to go. Shahana comes there. Millie says she has accepted his proposal and that's why he is nervous. Aryan says, "I didn't mean when I said that." He tries to clear to Shahana. Shahana says, "You were smiling when she said that." She goes. Rambia asked nurse if the test is done. Nurse says doctor wants to talk to Rhea. Doctor tells Rhea that they attend many cases and meet some people like her. Rhea asks what he wants to say. Doctor says you are not pregnant and fooling all the family members. He says, I will tell this truth to them and you shall tell the remaining. He says your family is so good and you are betraying them. He says even your sister left her marriage and came here. Rhea says she is not going to change her heart and asks if he is a doctor or teacher to give her so much lecture. Rhea asks how much it would take to keep your mouth closed. Doctor says my mouth will be closed when your reports come, when your truth is revealed to everyone. Rhea says what you thought is betrayal is chance for me to be happy. She asks how much you will charge, 5 letters, 10 letters, etc. Doctor opens the door and says test is done. You can take her. Rambia thanks the doctor. They leave. Shahana tries to talk to Prachi. Pallavi says don't disturb her. Aliyah is worried for Rhea. Vikram thinks nobody is happy. Prachi prays to God to stop this marriage and says I am of Rambia and will be of him always. She is seated for marriage with Sid. Dida coughs and complains of chest pain. Prachi and Sid get up and go to Dida. Aliyah asks why did you both get up and asks them to sit on Mandap again. Pallavi asks Aryan to call doctor. The guest comes and asks if Dida got heart attack. Pallavi says don't say this. Prachi asks if anyone is doctor here and says it is an emergency. Aliyah laughs and says if anyone is doctor, then would have come forward. Sid and Vikram take Dida to the room. Dida asks Vikram to call doctor else she will die. Vikram goes. Dida gets up and tells Sid that she acted to get attacked to stop the marriage. She says she will not let this marriage happen. Sid says even I don't want to do this marriage. Aliyah is standing outside and hearing them. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.